So what we're going to get into today, oh, I got it. Here it is right here. WorldCoin hit with a temporary ban in Spain over privacy concerns. Is that legitimate? Is that a good thing for a particular authority to come in and swoop in and ban WorldCoin from utilizing their eyeball scanner to get their citizens' biometric data? Let's talk about it. So this article came out yesterday from TechCrunch. You guys can see it. This is the particular product that is going to scan some citizens over there in Spain, their eyeball, to get their biometric data to prove that they are humans, I guess, on the internet. Spain's Data Protection Authority has ordered WorldCoin to temporarily stop collecting and processing personal data from the market, pretty much the people. It must also stop processing any data it previously collected there. Man, it must be something wrong with WorldCoin coming through and scanning people's eyeballs to get their biometric data. What would they possibly do with that information? Will they sell it in the black market? Can this particular piece of product get hacked to where nefarious players can get your information and hijack your personal credibility online, your personal identity online? The controversial Sam Altman founded eyeball scanning blockchain crypto project started operations in the market last July. This was as part of a global rollout. Now, this is a cryptocurrency that is tied to this particular project, that is tied to this eyeball scanner. Meaning, if you want to get your eyes scanned, they may pay you in some cryptocurrency called WorldCoin. Now you can see from the chart real quick that the price has gone crazy. When it first got launched here on BANS, WorldCoin dipped all the way down to $1. And here it is today, trading at $7.16. Is this proof that what Sam Altman is trying to do has legs, that is going to continue to flourish and grow? Is this something that people are flocking to utilize? Who's going to be the guinea pigs to have their biometric data scanned in a system that no one knows who has access to it? And can you actually opt out when you don't want to have your biometric data there anymore? Is that something that's possible? Now, the Spanish authority is using, and quote, urgency procedure powers contained in the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation for the temporary data processing cessation order, which means the order can have a maximum duration of 3 months. So this stoppage is going to go on until mid-June. The Spanish Data Protection Agency has ordered a precautionary measure against Tools for Humanity Corporation to cease the collection and processing of personal data that it is carried out in Spain within the framework of the WorldCoins project, and to proceed to block the already collected data. So pretty much they're shutting it down. The Spanish government is shutting down access to WorldCoin. They cannot process information that they already have, and they cannot continue to try to get more information from potential individuals. Now, here's the order right here from the agency. It was written in Spanish, but Google translated for us in English. The AEPD said that it received several complaints about WorldCoin since the venture started operating in the market last summer, including related to the level of information about the processing WorldCoin provides, the collection of data from minors, and how withdrawal of consent is not allowed. Which one of those three things do you find more important? I see two: the collection of data from minors and how you cannot withdraw consent. So if you already given them your information, you cannot take it back. Those two things to me is a massive problem, especially once you do it, you have no place of recourse or remedy to try to ensure that your data is not going to be used going forward after you say, I don't want you all to use my personal information. And then if you don't get the consent of, a guardian, mother or father of a child or a minor, And these miners go into a particular store, and let's say that the eyeball scanner is there, and they think that it's a cool thing, and they go ahead and get it done. Who gave the consent? That could be a huge liability on part of WorldCoin too. Quote, the processing of biometric data considered in the GDPR as having special protection entails high risk for people's rights, taking into account their sensitive nature. And consequently, this precautionary measure is a decision based on exceptional circumstances in which it is necessary and proportionate to adopt provisional measures aimed at the immediate cessation of this processing of personal data, preventing its possible transfer to third parties and safeguarding the fundamental right to personal data protection, it wrote. I had to be in line with that. People's rights. We're entering the digital space, the digital age. How far can companies and corporations go with your data, with your digital rights? What are your rights as a person, as a human being, when you come and converse on the internet? Yes, you're freely giving your data, your content to these social media platforms, these other businesses that have websites. You're giving them your information. They're able to see things that you type, things that you click. And you have agreed to that from the legal jargon that they place at the very bottom of their websites. But how far are they taking your information? Are they taking it to a point to where they're still profiting off your personal information and you on your end is getting nothing for it? So by them placing a stoppage of WorldCoin coming through and scanning people's biometric data, they want to find more information. That's okay. Where is this information going? Who are the third parties that is getting this information? Like, can you imagine someone of high prominence getting their eyeball scanned and it's being used by a third party, a nefarious player, someone who does a lot of wrong, and they get that important person's biometric data? What's the plan that Sam Altman has for this particular project? What is the ultimate goal? Controversy has dogged WorldCoin's effort to sign people up to a proprietary biometric system whose makers claim will let them use a unique identifier, the World ID, to verify their humanness online. Crypto comes into the mix as it provides eponymous, I don't know if I pronounced that right, tokens as quasi-payment for the iris scans that generate the unique identifier. So they'll give you some made-up cryptocurrency called WorldCoin that was completely created out of nothing. And you can see, like I showed you already, it has value now. But imagine if you were the one who created this cryptocurrency from zero. The value started out at zero, and now it has a value of $7.18. Now you're the first one to create however many WorldCoin is in circulation now. You instantly became a billionaire, a hundreds of million, possibly if this continues to go forward, you possibly could be the first trillionaire on the planet, because maybe people want to have a unique identifier to prove that they're humans online. Some people like to keep and play the background and don't want people to know who they really are. So they put on a facade. They create fake accounts so that you really don't get to see who they are. And there's nothing wrong with that too, because I understand you don't want to have all of your business on the internet, because people will use that against you. But WorldCoin is trying to create a unique identifier for you, and they'll pay you in some cryptocurrency. I don't know how much. Maybe one of you all has gotten this scan done, and you can tell us by writing us a comment in the comment section and tell us if you got paid a decent amount of WorldCoin. But what are your thoughts about this? Do you think it's going to hurt the price of WorldCoin, because right now it's not. The market is still acting bullish in WorldCoin. We did a price prediction here for WorldCoin on the 12th of February, and the market, 2 days after we did that, hit our ultimate TP price, 27.25%. If you were to get out of the market now in WorldCoin, that's up 185, almost 186% there. Okay, so now let's just clean this up. We're going to go ahead and clean up this chart. And first thing I wanted to show you is that the market is about to come back down and test this breakout. Okay, it's the first thing it's going to do. Now, all the way up here towards this $9 area is where the market really got inundated with a lot of selling. A lot of sell pressure hit the market in WorldCoin, and it started here on the 22nd. Somebody with a whole lot of WorldCoin, probably the inventor of this coin, really started selling over these last couple of days, and they're still selling to this day. The market currently is down almost 2%. Okay, so you can see where the buyers currently reside into the market in WorldCoin, right around here. So we're going to create that area, simply meaning if this cryptocurrency is still bullish, if it's going to continue to go higher, it needs to do one of two things: either hold this buy zone or bounce off of that trend line. Okay, so currently we're definitely seeing an influx of selling. So I think the market is going to drift a little bit lower to the downside. This is a sell zone right here. So we're going to play that on the chart, put that on the chart. And as long as the market in WorldCoin does not break above this sell zone, the idea is that we're going to continue to go lower and probably test again this buy zone or this trend line. Or the third thing can happen, it could completely crash and go a lot lower. Okay, so let me put this on the daily chart, and we're going to play a movement to the downside. That's what we're going to predict. Okay, and that's our target right here, this buy zone or this trend line. Okay, so that's it. Go ahead and give me your thoughts about Spain or the Spanish government placing a temporary ban on WorldCoin. It doesn't look like it's hurting the price much. I mean, the market is still trending pretty high, so maybe it won't have any impact. But give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability, and as always, trade different.